Mi nombre es Anwar Quesada, and my parents come from a country called Colombia. Colombia is rich and diverse in culture. It's a beautiful country with so many celebrations and traditions, unlike how the media has portrayed it. The media has portrayed Colombia as the drug capital of the world, but that's not what defines Colombia. Colombia is much more than violence and drugs. It's a country of beauty and passion. So, I decided to do an experiment where I went up to Penn State Abington students and asked them one simple question. That question was, what's the first thing that comes to mind when they hear the word Colombia?
Colombia.
South America.
Colombia.
Drugs.
Oh
my god, I'm gonna get jumped. Hispanic.
Okay, thanks.
Coffee.
Sure.
Coffee. You want me to be honest?
Completely honest.
Be honest.
Drugs.
Think of Columbia University because I have friends that go there. Okay.
South America. Spanish.
Cigars. Food.
Food? All types of food?
Yeah, food. Pretty much.
Okay.
My name is Alvaro Quesada, and I was born in Praia Valle, Colombia. I was first supposed to be named Anwar. My grandfather actually picked out the name. When my parents took me to get baptized, the priest of the church said that Anwar was an ugly name. So instead, my parents named me Alvaro. But in my house, I was called Anwar anyway. When I married my wife, Rosa, I told her that if our first baby was a boy, I would love for him to be named Anwar. When he was born, I took him to Colombia to get baptized at the exact church that I couldn't get baptized, Anwar. So that's how Anwar got his name.
Okay, right now, what we're showing is the Colombian interpretation of Sunday Night Football. Instead of, obviously, it's football. We're watching the America versus Junior game, a very big deal. It's for the Colombian League, and I'm watching it with my family.
Here my mom is preparing my favorite meal of all time. It is called la bandeja paisa. La bandeja paisa has sausages, meat, arepas, yuca, and plantains. This meal is all blended together and it forms la bandeja paisa, a very delicious and traditional meal made all over Colombia. Another part that is included in la bandeja paisa is los frijoles. And this is how la bandeja paisa is served. Usually before celebratory meals, we pray. Maya Liliana is praying here and giving thanks to the Lord for a plentiful food that we have and to help protect the people that don't have enough food.
Que la bendición de Dios sea para cada uno de ellos, y esto lo hacemos en el nombre de Jesús. Amén.
Next, our family friend Octavio is praying for unity, the unity that we have as family and friends, which no barrier can break. Cumbia is a Colombian musical style and folk dance which came from the Caribbean coast of Colombia and is now considered representative of Colombia.
Voy a gozar más vale.
Mapalé is a Colombian dance from the Afro-Colombian culture of the Caribbean region of Colombia. The dance was introduced in Colombia by African slaves brought by the Spanish from Guinea. It is one of the most eccentric dances I've seen by far, and it's one of my most favorites.
My name is Stephanie Quesada, and this is my quinceañera. In every traditional quinceañera, the father changes the daughter's sandals of a little girl into high heels for a young lady. My first dance of a young lady was with my father, while I was given 7 roses from 7 special men in my life. I chose my brother to be my chambelán, who dances with me throughout the whole waltz. I also put in 7 of my best guy friends and 7 of my best girlfriends to be in the waltz. I had friends that came from the United States and Spain to come accompany me in Colombia. We took a lot of dedication to make this waltz perfect, and it all paid off. When the waltz is finished, my parents gave me the candle of light, in which I turned on 15 candles. Each candle represents a year in my life. Towards the end of my party, my godparents surprised me with a band that played my favorite kind of music called vallenato, a famous kind of Colombian music played with accordions, cowbells, drums called caja vallenato, and guacharacas.
Why is embracing culture important to you?
Embracing culture is very important, mostly because you achieve cultural identity, and I, as an American, I consider myself Colombian American because of my parents, because they're from Colombia, directly born in Colombia, raised in Colombia, and they raised me to be Colombian. But I also do respect being an American. But me, myself, embracing my culture, it makes me unique and different from everybody else, and different is always better.
What do you hope to accomplish with making this video?
I really just want people to understand. I want them to understand that being a Colombian means so much to me that there's nothing to compare towards it. I also want people to understand that the stereotype of Colombia being as it is, it's completely wrong. I hope that people will achieve a cultural understanding instead of a cultural shock, and realize that as a Colombian, there's more to life than drug trafficking, than violence. We're full of
So much rich culture that makes us distinguished from anybody as being Colombian.
Justamente por ser como eres, por eso te quiero. Con tus manos pequeñas, tu forma de andar y tu pelo, con tus cejas.